Hello, thanks for joining me. This is the latest progress update from the project to clear Cilrhedyn Churchyard. There have been some ups and downs, I must be honest. Once the brambles were cut away, a huge crop of nettles and willow herb took advantage of the space and light, and this presented something of a challenge. For a while it has actually looked worse than it did in the spring. Removing every scrap of nettle root is impossible. Using weed killer spray is undesirable. This land has been free of weed killers up to now, and if we used it we would also wipe out all the other flowers and the grass which has started to recolonise the edges of the churchyard. It's been a war of attrition, with manual removal and strimming of the nettles the only options. There's still quite a lot to do, and the piles of waste are rotting down now and ready to be moved, but I hope you can see from the following footage that, tough though the fight is, we are winning, and the churchyard is much nearer to being in a state where it can be maintained by the church in Wales. This is the view that greeted me when I first arrived at Cilrhedyn Churchyard. As you can see, it was a sorry sight, absolutely choked with brambles and impenetrable to visitors. Things have changed a bit now. The brambles have been cleared and the original path has been rediscovered, leading down to what was the porch of the church. Here's another before and after, this time taken from standing by the church wall, looking across towards the east and then panning towards the south side of the churchyard. There were many graves in this area, but you wouldn't have known it until we cleared all the brambles away, and suddenly they were revealed. These two images are taken from exactly the same spot, but 6 months apart. People have suggested that we use machinery to clear the graveyard, which would certainly be easier and quicker if we had the machinery, but no. That way gravestones could be damaged. Snip by snip we uncover them, and sometimes they're very hard to spot. The newest graves were buried under what had been a laurel hedge and brambles, weeds. It was a real mess and people couldn't visit them. But now it's been cleared, they can, and now they do, visit and tend the graves of their loved ones. It's wonderful to see people coming to the churchyard and seeing the graves of their ancestors. And now, thanks to the local community council and Wyn Thomas who put it up, when people do visit, they have a lovely bench to sit on. There's still a lot to do, and as winter approaches, it's going to be a hard slog in the cold, and I'm sure not so many volunteers will want to come. But it's time to celebrate what we've achieved so far. This has gone from being an unkempt, uncared for, forgotten place to a place now that shows dedication, care, hard work and love. So thank you to everyone who's supported this project. Diolch yn fawr iawn.